Yeah, this is a lot of stuff. Today, we're gonna talk about the best appliances to keep on your countertop. As you can see, it was a little tricky to try and Tetris all of the equipment on our kitchen, and especially, at least at my home, it's very hard to get all the equipment I want on the countertop. So today we're gonna talk about the bare essentials that you need, plus a few extra fun things if you recently won the lottery or got a bonus or something like that. So it might feel like a big commitment to invest in something like a stand mixer or a food processor, but we're gonna help you find the right ones so the money that you spend will go a really long way, and it will help you cook great Serious Eats recipes or any recipes every day. The first piece of equipment we're gonna talk about today is a Vitamix. I know it seems like a pretty expensive purchase, but Vitamixes are amazing. The motors are all really strong and they'll help you do things like if you want to mill flour, a regular hand blender or a lower powered blender definitely won't get you there. You definitely could get a less expensive blender, and Serious Eats has a whole review about the best blenders under $200, but they aren't quite as powerful as this one, though they'll serve you well for most everyday tasks. The Vitamix is really a beautiful piece of equipment. The next thing I want to talk about is an electric kettle. I never had one before Serious Eats told me to get one, and now I use it all the time. A precision kettle is an amazing thing to keep in your house, especially if you drink a lot of tea, because it heats water up to a precise temperature, and certain teas actually benefit from brewing at different temperatures. It heats water super fast, and it's really nice. You can keep it on your countertop and not take up precious stove real estate. I love the Chef Man Precision Kettle, mostly because it has a glass carafe and you can actually watch the water come to a boil, which is mesmerizing sometimes. The next thing I want to talk about is a countertop pressure cooker. I use mine all the time, especially for making rice, which I find really hard to make on the stovetop. I love it for Kenji's chicken, chickpea, and chorizo stew, so it's great for breaking down meats very quickly. You can even make risotto in here. We have a corn risotto recipe that is absolutely beautiful for summer. This is the Instant Pot. It's definitely the most popular electric pressure cooker out there. We also really like the Breville Fast Slow Pro, which is sort of an upgrade model. It's a little bit more precise, but for your everyday pressure cooker, this one is really great. In our review of the best food processors, the Magimix, no, it's gotta be Magimix, came out on top, and you may not have heard of this brand before. It's actually a European brand that is the home cooking arm of the commercial equipment maker Robocoupe. This one can actually be pretty expensive. We do have a more affordable food processor model that we love by Cuisinart. I know Stella uses it to make all of her really stable, fruity whipped cream. With a powerful model like this one, you can even grind chicken to make your own homemade chicken nuggets. That's a personal plug for me because I really want Serious Eats to make a homemade chicken nugget recipe. So comment if you want a chicken nugget recipe. She's so pretty. There's no greater piece of eye candy in a kitchen than a KitchenAid stand mixer. These things are beautiful, they're functional. You can use this for almost all of Stella's cookies and cakes. You can also use it for savory recipes too, like Daniel's meatballs. We recommend the KitchenAid Pro stand mixer. The difference between this one and the Artisan is that the bowl lifts this way and this doesn't tilt. The KitchenAid Pro has metal gears, which will last a lot longer than the Artisan stand mixer, which has plastic ones. There are also a lot of great attachments that you can get for this. We really like the meat grinder if you want to make delicious homemade burgers at home. You can use the whisk for all sorts of meringue. You can even use the bread hook for making delicious crusty bread. The pasta attachment is one of my favorite attachments. There we go. I actually make the dough in the stand mixer with the dough hook, take it out, let it rest, and then feed it right through the pasta machine. This thing does everything. We've come a long way since the basic toaster oven where you can only slot in 2 pieces of bread and that's all you get. Now we have these big, beautiful toaster ovens and you can do so much with them. In our review of the best toaster ovens, this Breville came out on top. It has an awesome LCD screen where you can select your function. You can reheat leftovers. You can make a pretty good frozen pizza in here. And it's great because it gets super hot without heating up your entire kitchen. The great thing about this model, like most Breville appliances, is that it's really well made. It has a lot of different settings depending on what you're making, and the temperature control is really precise. Serious Eats does not recommend a lot of unitaskers, but an ice cream maker is definitely one of them. This is our favorite canister model, the Cuisinart Ice 21. It produces fantastic results. It's pretty easy to use, there aren't a lot of moving parts, and it has this great open mouth right here, so you can pour in all of your mix-ins, whether you want to put cookies in there, or strawberries, or sprinkles, or alcohol. If you're using a canister model, you need to make sure to freeze the actual canister and cool down your base. This ensures that your ice cream will actually freeze as it's churning. Now, if you, for some reason, have more budget, you just got your bonus, you're getting married, you could upgrade to this gorgeous compressor model. All you have to do is put your ingredients in, doesn't matter what temperature, press start, and you're ready to go. So if you're the type of person who wants to make ice cream on the fly, quickly, this is definitely the model for you. It would be awesome to figure out a way to turn water into wine, but that technology doesn't exist yet. So we'll use a soda stream and turn our water into seltzer. If you're a big seltzer fan and you're tired of lugging a huge box of cans from the grocery store, you're tired of the expenses, all you have to do is fill this baby up, put it in the machine, and you'll have seltzer all the time. So the model is nice and thin, so it's easy to kind of slide into a corner. Plus, it doesn't have any pesky cords, and it won't take up any outlet space. To save money on the canister refills, you can just bring them to some local retailers, and they'll swap them out for you at a discounted rate. Do not put wine in there. You may have seen our column, Will It Waffle, where we waffle all sorts of things from mac and cheese to grilled cheese. We've even waffled stuffing. So whether you're making something kind of silly like that or Stella's vanilla buttermilk waffles, you'll need a good waffle iron. For American style waffles, which are sort of like your Eggo, thin, crispy waffles, we love this Breville model. But for thicker, crispy on the outside, soft on the inside, Belgian style waffles, the All Clad makes an excellent model as well. So this final piece of equipment is not what I would say essential to any kitchen, but we wanted to talk about it because it's awesome. This is the Breville Pizzaiolo, and it is single-handedly the best way to make pizza at home. We do have a lot of recipes on the site for homemade pizza where you can use pizza steels and stones, but one of these will get you the crispest Neapolitan-style dough in a fraction of the time. The two problems with this machine is that it's not cheap and it takes up a lot of space. So it's really only ideal for people who have a lot of money and space. It makes incredible pizza, and if you want the Serious Eats staff to come over and have a pizza party with you, grab one of these and we will be right there. And that's worth the $800, I think. You were no help today. Oh. I forgive you.